Hey, what's going on, guys? Gatekeeper here, back with episode 2 of Prison Architect. Now, a little bit has happened since the last episode. I was recording for about 20 minutes, and then my computer crashed, so I lost that whole recording. I did a fair bit, not too much. If you compare this to the last episode, you can see that I've added a yard, which is just a big empty outdoor area that I've fenced off with a few lights. I also extended the hallway a bit. Extended the whole way down this way and added a shower, and doing those two things allowed us to complete the basic detention center grant, which we received another 10,000 for. We also completed the administration center grant, which is build 2 officers, a warden and an accountant. So we've done that. There's the accountant there. The game is paused, by the way, and our warden's there. We've made 3 officers. We just recently hired a foreman. So that's basically it. Now, I did intake 12 prisoners, so obviously that was done off camera. I'll resume the game now. I'll move a guard. They're all currently in the holding cell. I'll move a guard in there and we can have a look at the prisoners. Now, they're all medium security or normal security. And here they are. Alex Moss, possession, James Bailey, carjacking, all sorts of prisoners. There hasn't been any incidents. This literally just happened maybe 5 minutes before the computer crashed and I lost the recording, so they haven't been in this prison for very long. This guy's got a ridiculously long name, and as you can see, after told his surname was too long for an online loan, Herbert decided to get money from his theme park venture by conducting a bank heist, and that's why he's here today, I suppose. Very unfortunate. When we were searching them, one of the prisoners actually somehow had a shotgun on him as contraband, so we've taken that from him, and he was sentenced to 2 hours in solitary confinement. We didn't have any solitary confinement cells, so we had to make this temporary cell out here. This is definitely going to be very temporary. We don't want to have solitary like this outside the prison. With no guards or anything. Anyway, prison maintenance was the next grant that I selected, which is just kind of basic, prison maintenance. We started unlocking cleaning through our foreman that we hired. Once that's done, we'll get groundskeeping to get the grant done, and then we'll get prison labor so we can build we can make them work, and we can also make a laundry. And as you can see, there are some dirty prisoner outfits there. Uniforms, I should say. So, it is the middle of the night. 1 in the morning. No one's sleeping. In fact, we have 12 prisoners here, and we don't have 12 beds, so they can't actually all sleep at one time. I do find the prisoners, they stay awake until 3 in the morning, and then they sleep until the regime says that they have to wake up, basically. So they have lockup at 7 AM. I think did I show this last episode? I think I did. Yeah, I changed the regime a bit. I added an extra hour of yard time as well as 2 extra hours on free time. Anyway, so we've got the warden's office is quite a bit bigger than everyone else's. He gets 2 big filing cabinets. Who knows what he stores in this one? It could be all sorts of things. We don't have any kind of security or visibility going on down here, so occasionally I might send a guard down just to check on the prisoners. Well, if they are rioting or fighting, we should be able to hear them. Here they are. Yeah, so about half of them are sleeping right now. Eventually we'll hire a psychologist so we can actually see their needs and what we needed to change around and what they need. Also off camera I did start to build the cell block. This is just for 12 prisoners, the 12 prisoners that we have, because we don't want to keep them in the holding cell. It's not a good system. And I believe that's done, so all we need to do is to demolish those 2 walls, and hopefully this building will be finished. Because if it isn't, then we're just going to have a hole in the prison for all the prisoners to escape out of. Yes, I've done that before. It's very bad. That's why eventually I'd like to build a perimeter wall around the whole thing. Is that going to work? Yes, there we go. And I've already planned out the shape and size of the cells and the amount. Also on the end here, these are going to be 2 solitary cells. So, let's do that now. I'm just going to make 2 cells for starters, and then we'll use the quick build tool, cloning tool, to finish them. So, a basic cell requires a bed, which you can put here and here. Also requires a toilet. So that is a cell. That's all you need for it to qualify as a cell, except usually I add a radio in the cell as well, just so they can satisfy their recreational needs, because that does become a problem if you don't have enough common rooms. So that's how the cells are going to be. We're going to add concrete tiles across the whole cell block, as well as the cells themselves. I'm going to add walls here and add 2 solitary doors. Where are they? Here they are. There and there. We'll also add a toilet in solitary, but that's all we're going to give them. Nope, wrong way. We'll give them a light as well. And we'll add 2 lights in the corridor, 1 at the end of the hallway. Radiator, we've added radiators in all these offices. We've also added one in the reception room and in the canteen. So let's add 1 around in the middle. Go to utilities, connect that up with hot water. I actually went past it, that's okay. So yeah, we're actually getting things underway. Construction workers are working hard, which reminds me I have to run water and electricity down here as well. Got a large pipe down here. Hook up all the toilets like that. Guess we can do it like this. Okay, got all sorts of jobs that are going to be stacking up. We'll make these jobs, if you hold control and select them, that makes them a priority, just so that I can get that cell done. Although I think it is kind of done. Okay, it's now classified as a cell. We're just going to add a jail door, and it'll be done. If we go to quick build, oh, actually, let's first put walls there, so it's better to copy. Yep. $1,090 a day. So as you can see, we're getting 3.8k through the. Sorry, we're getting 2,000 from the federal grant, which is just the starting income, and an additional, pretty much another $2,000 from the prisoners that we have in the prison. We're not intaking any more prisoners. We'll just keep it at 12 for now. We're earning money. We just need to keep on building things. Why is this not? It's not quite done yet. We'll turn it up to triple speed for a little while. You know what? I might actually just demolish this now. This is just a little incident we have with some contraband that we found on them. No, we should go to foundations and bulldoze that. There we go. There's a bit of stuff in the storage. We can sell that. They usually sell for something. $450. So it's their shower time now, so they should be moving from the holding cell to the shower, although the door's locked, so let's get the guard to open them. There they are. What the, okay. I just saw one of them carrying a needle. Okay, I'm gonna do a shakedown, actually. I just casually saw one of those prisoners holding a syringe. The prison's getting a bit busy, so I'm gonna add another guard. We can search all the crevices in this room. You gonna find anything? For sure, come on. Who's this? Daniel Thake, was it you? Could have been. How's this going? Pretty much done. We just need to, let me just add a wall here. Go to cloning tool here. And we'll just clone them. 430 each cell. That's not too bad. Did we really not find anything? Because oh, there we go. Who was it? This guy? Yeah, James Bailey. 2 hours of solitary. So, yeah, let's just zone solitary cells over here. Because he's not going to be able to do anything in his day if he's sentenced to time in solitary. He also has a toilet in his cell that isn't working. Why is that? Because that's not connected. That's handy. Alright then. Also with the shower room we added some expansion so we can add more shower heads just like on the back of this wall. I know it's not necessary to add a wall there. You can actually put them wherever you want. Just for aesthetic reasons though. I went like with that. We also gave them hot water as well because I'm generous. And we have the capacity. Oh. Hang on. That's not good. I might... Okay, instead of making a new water boiler or moving it closer, I'm just going to move... Where was it again? There. I'm just going to go ahead and move this radiator to there. And we'll dismantle this one. Okay. Okay, looking good. It's eat time now. Let's get a garden there just because I'm curious. Let's check on the bureaucracy tab. So we're finished cleaning. I do want to get on with security so we can get some patrols going, but I think we want to do some more building. So if we get that groundskeeping researched and we hire some people, some gardeners and some janitors, then we can actually get a bunch more money. Which reminds me, we need a cleaning cupboard. Is it everyone fed? Looks like it. I think... Did he do his time in solitary? Yeah, must have. It was only 2 hours. Those require doors. We don't want to move them in quite yet, so let's just finish off all the cells. And they're pretty much done. Add some jail doors. Eventually we'll have a patrol going. We'll have a guard stationed in this area, walking up and down, looking through the jail doors, I suppose, constantly checking on them, making sure they're not digging any tunnels, although that always happens. You can't really avoid that very easily. As you can see, there's a bit of a build-up of people at these doors. The doors close on them and they can't get past, so yeah, deployment is very important in any prison. This yard is pretty boring. We need to kind of add a few things. We'll help them out with their exercising. We'll give them 4 weights benches. Make them priority as well. Okay, a cleaning cupboard. We need to hire some janitors, so let's put that... we could have it connecting to the canteen. That kind of works. The canteen is probably going to be the most... it's going to need the most cleaning. Cleaning cupboard only needs to be 3x3, so we'll make it 3x3. Will we? Nah, we'll make it a bit bigger. Okay, 4x4, that'll do. Our workmen have to walk all the way around to build that though. These can't. No, we haven't zoned these cells yet. Yeah, I think we should have copied and pasted all these before we put the jail doors in, because now there's problems with the jail doors not letting the workmen through, and our guards have to constantly walk down. This guard's tired. We do have a staff room though. The warden, the accountant, the foreman's working hard here, researching groundskeeping. You can see the percentage done there. Okay. Our kitchen seems to be good enough for 12 prisoners so far. They're still in the yard. Yeah. They've got an hour of lockup. Although it's not really lockup because they're all in one cell right now with the holding cell situation. Normally in lockup they'd all be in their individual cells. And some of these cells have actually been zoned to finish, so they can move into there. Looks like some of them are. And they're listening to the radio. They all are. So you can, yeah, because we didn't have any things that satisfy recreational needs. We didn't have a common room. So yeah, they'd go straight to the radio. Is this done? Looks like it. We'll add a regular door here. We don't want a staff door because eventually we want these prisoners to be working in the cleaning cupboard, just like a janitor, and mopping up the floors and everything. 2 jail doors coming in. A laundry is also on our to-do list, I suppose. Oh, also visitation. And parole. Oh, there's so much to do. There's so much to do in this game. Still only got 4 guards. There's no riots, no complaints. It's looking good. Just getting a few more cells done. So all the cells are done now, so eventually, or now, they should be moving into the new cells. Yeah, there goes one. That guy's being moved in manually. Is this done? This room? Like, what's with the dirt here? Huh? 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 I think it's not quite done. I see. They couldn't finish it because the wall on the outside was built first. Okay, it's feeding time. See on the side there how many of them get full fed. Looks like they all have been. Christopher Stacy, how are you doing? Sentenced to 3 years for joyriding. He was having way too much fun. It says we have a capacity of 10, not 12. Why is that? Oh, I see. Cells. There we go. So everyone tonight should be sleeping in their own individual cells. You know, they'll get a bit of privacy, as well as their own radio. And of course, in this station, we actually just have the warden to do a podcast sort of thing for the prisoners. That's all they get to listen to. Can't be terribly interesting, but you know, that's prisoner life, I suppose. Pretty boring. But they're all behaving so far. It's lockup time. And all we need to do to add more prisoners is just to make more of these. So we can, using the quick build tool, we can't quite copy all of it, but since we've built all these cells before, so we can just kind of copy this, you know. So 12 by 21, we can add another 12 by 21 lot down there, and then we can easily copy and paste the cells that we have existing already. So we've got a cleaning cupboard here. Cleaning cupboard, here it is, 4x4. We can hire 2 janitors, gardener there, and 2 janitors, and that gets the grant completed. So we have $10,000 in the bank. It's not a lot. I'm not sure how much these big cell blocks cost. It's probably around 10,000. So there is the cell block A grant that gives us 20,000, and another 20,000 when we complete it. And we're not far off from completing it. Another 5, and it'll be there. We could do an investment. Is that really worth it? We get like 11,000 out of that. But that does count as a grant. We can only select 2 grants at this time. Although through bureaucracy we can allow for an extra grant, which is nice. Let's research security so we can get some patrols going. So we can actually get vision on these areas covered with fog of war, as it's called. Getting some Z's over here. You can hear them snoring. Most of them. Hopefully they're not digging tunnels. I don't see why you'd want to escape this perfect prison, though. It's not perfect. It's not perfect at all, really. There's nothing to do. They can exercise. Oh, we can see our gardener here working away, raking leaves, I suppose. It's very just plain out here. Let's give them some grass. Let's almost $1,000 just for laying some turf. Oh well. Yeah, some bleach down here. Yeah. Prisoners could easily steal that. We have a bit of money, so we're gonna add some metal detectors. I don't see it in the list. We'll search for it. Metal detectors. I usually put them around the canteen because in a prisoner's day, at some point they're gonna be going to the canteen, so they will get forcibly scanned by the metal detectors. And also, often they bring knives and spoons and forks out of the canteen and try and bring them into the cells, where they shouldn't be able to do that with these metal detectors here. But metal detectors don't work with everything. I'm pretty sure, like, if they were to steal bleach or poison from the cleaning cupboard, that wouldn't be detected by the metal detectors, so that could prove to be a problem. We can see all the workers laying turf here. The guards seem to wander around in the yard during the night. We've got 4 guards, 12 prisoners, still earning just under 1,000 now. Days without incident. We actually get more pay for that. Not a lot more, but it's something. We pay 30% in tax, so I think we can bring that down by researching tax relief, although that's 10,000, and offshore tax haven brings it down to even more. Does it say how much? Save a total of 3,000 per 10,000 daily profit. Save 1,500. Okay, yeah, so it brings it down by a small percentage. I'm planning on doing plenty more building down here, so let's just extend. Is that going to take out that cell wall? It might. I'll just do it like this then. Yeah, I want to extend that hallway down a bit more. We're actually running out of land down here. We should probably expand in this direction. If we do research land expansion, we can then buy more land in the future. Although I don't think we'll be doing that anytime soon. We've only got 12 prisoners. And the gardener seems to hang around the storage area. Okay. And nothing to really talk about, nothing to note. That metal detector is getting power. They do require direct power from the actual cable. Whereas most things in rooms, that you just need to roughly connect the electrical cable to the edge of the room and that's good enough. As you can see, the lights get wired up by themselves. Okay, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Well, it's actually kind of a long episode. Alright then, but we did get some things done. As I mentioned at the start of the episode, yeah, I did accidentally, well, the computer crashed, so I lost a bit of the recording, so you didn't get to see some things I did. But, you know, they're basic things, like the yard, the showers, and, you know, intaking prisoners it's fairly simple. The guards do all the work for you. Essentially, you just do the building and the kind of the micromanaging. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.